Interesting reports came out today of Khabib turning down $100 million to face Conor McGregor in a rematch or Floyd Money Mayweather in Saudi Arabia. Khabib responded by basically explaining that he's not really motivated by money and money is not his drive, and he has his tunnel vision focused on Tony because that's a real challenge. So that being said, we're going to dive into what Khabib had to say. However, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my Akhis and all my sisters out there. Welcome to Akhi TV. If you want to be part of the family, go ahead and subscribe below. If you're trying to get smarter by the minute, if you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decafs/O Media. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University for free on Split Decision every Sunday live. You can attend the Akhi University for free. All you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive into what Khabib had to say. Now, Khabib came out and clarified why he turned down the $100 million. And he stated, and I quote, "I have a fight on April 18th. I have a very serious fight. For the past month and a half, I've been consistently training day and night. I have gotten myself in a good shape to where I'm supposed to be 70 days before a fight. I feel great. What will happen after a fight? No one knows. I'm surprised that people even question me about a rematch. It seems that people want to continue the festivities after the fight. Everyone saw what happened in the octagon. I controlled the fight every step of the way. I did everything I wanted to him. He even gave up. How can we even discuss the rematch? We could only talk about continuing the festivities and making money. The question is, do I want that? I'm focused on Tony Ferguson." And he also added, "Why do I need that kind of money? There are so many organizations. There's not only football for the blind, there's sambo and other sports. Let the UFC give it to them if they don't know what to do with the money. But give me $100 million to beat up that idiot again? I don't think that's rational." Now, that's well said from the champion of the people. That doesn't just act like a boss or talk like a boss. However, he moved like a boss. He walked like a boss. So that being said, like I told y'all, Khabib, money is not his motive. So that being said, you're just not going to bring money to the table and get him to do whatever you want him to do. He's going to do things on his own terms. He told y'all, Conor McGregor, you're going to beg for the rematch. And that's exactly what Conor McGregor is doing. He also told Conor that after I smash you, and we all know what happened after the fight, he beat up his whole team and spit on his face. He told Conor that you're not going to get the rematch right away. I'm the boss. You're going to have to earn the title back. And then after you're done begging for the rematch and you earn it, I'm going to smash you again. So that being said, Khabib lived up to everything he stated. And like I told y'all, money is not his motive or drive. So you can't control Khabib. He's a free man. So I agree and co-sign everything Khabib said. Because on one hand, Saudi Arabia want to waste all this money and give it to Khabib, Conor, and Floyd for entertainment. On the other hand, they have real life issues. So instead of spending that kind of money to feed the poor, instead of starting wars, they could help the world become a better place if they feed their neighbors instead of sending them missiles. So I feel like that's the reason why Khabib don't want to fight in Saudi Arabia. In my opinion, he's focused on Tony as well. Of course, that's the motive, that's the drive. But you also can't ignore the elephant in the room, and that's the corruption in Saudi Arabia. And of course, Khabib, being religious and being a true Muslim, he's not gonna let that slide, at least not on his conscience. So that being said, one thing for sure, Khabib is focused and have his tunnel vision on Tony, which is a great thing. On the other hand, Khabib would love to whip Conor McGregor again. Of course, he already humbled him, but like I told y'all earlier, he want to make him beg again for a rematch, then smash him. We already seen previously him spitting on his face after he beat his ass. Excuse my language. But like I said, Conor McGregor crossed the line by disrespecting Khabib. So Khabib, did what a real G does. Of course, he already certified as an OG, but that being said, he's still a youngin in the game. He is the Mayweather of the UFC. Because one thing for sure, he controlled the money flow in the UFC. He's in control of the rematch taking place, not Conor. He's undefeated. He hasn't lost a round. And if you want to reach, then he did lose a round. But so what? Fighters in the UFC like Cowboy have up to 20 losses in 20 fights. Meanwhile, Khabib is smashing his opponents. He's undefeated, which is unheard of, and dominant at the same time. That's why he is the Mayweather of the UFC. So that being said, Khabib is focused on making legacy and history. On the other hand, the Floyd Money Mayweather fight could be possible. Khabib already made it clear that he willing to fight Floyd Money Mayweather for 11 rounds in a boxing ring, but he want that last round to be with MMA rules. Now, of course, Khabib will obviously smash Floyd, but if Floyd Mayweather is clever, which we all know he is, he can just add a small request of, if you make it to the 12th round, then the last round could be MMA rules. However, if you don't and you get knocked out, then we won't have a 12th round. So of course it's hard for Khabib to go 12 rounds with Mayweather because he's an orthodox fighter. Stand-up is not really his thing. So that being said, that's going to be tough. But regardless, he's still getting paid. And Khabib, money is not his motive. So like I said, you know, Mayweather seemed more interested in this bout than Khabib at the moment. Khabib obviously also have a Conor McGregor rematch. He has a lot of fights that, could break the bank for the UFC. So we all know Khabib is UFC most important asset at the moment. So that being said, he's making legacy, he's making history. We'll see what he does next. Of course, I'm glad he focused on Tony Ferguson because that's his most difficult fight till today. So that being said, I'm glad Khabib is actually focused on this fight. This fight, I think it's up to the 5th time. It got canceled like 4 times previously. So that being said, you know, ain't no telling what's written for this fight. Of course, Tony's also undefeated in the UFC. He has really good striking and really good wrestling. So we'll see how he does against Khabib. Can he solve that puzzle of Khabib? Me personally, I think otherwise. I think Khabib is an unsolved puzzle in the UFC. I think his strength is just on a whole nother level and his skill on the ground. So good luck trying to deal with his grappling skills. So that being said, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these decaf/O media. Of course, if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision. Of course, to attend the Akhi University, it's for free. All you have to do is click on that subscribe and notification bell, and you're officially part of the Akhi family. So, of course, follow my broski, Lunatune, for the funniest boxing memes. You always could find his link in the description box below. And follow me too at Akhi TV, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out.